Well, this ought to be fun, huh? Welcome live to my garage. Yes, it's true. I'm live streaming here from my garage. I said I was going to do this like 5 years ago when I started the YouTube channel. I just never really made a bunch of videos out here. I never got around to it, but tonight, something new, something different, live streaming. I've been working on, I should say this project, but it's actually the second one of these I put together. The first one had some issues that were not my fault. I went back and fixed it, but I'm starting it from scratch. I'm trying this all over again. And what I'm going to do is show you the end result of at least half of this project. So eventually it hooks up to a battery, right, or a USB connection. But in this case, I will show you what it looks like. Oh, look at that. It's half of a Christmas tree. So anyway, I've soldered all of this together here. I'll turn it off here real fast and show you the work so far. Let's see if I can put my monitor up here. Yeah, you can see that, which is good. So a lot of LEDs, some resistors. So yeah, it takes time, and you want to do it right, and you want to have a little bit of like craftsmanship to this. So what I'm also going to be able to do here in this live stream is I have my microscope here. So check this out. I will be able to show you, let me focus in on that, up close, you know, all the joints I've soldered here. Oh, that one didn't go all the way through. And I do have to say, the disclaimer in all this is that my soldering is a work in progress. So I don't know what you're expecting, but yeah, don't try this at home, kids, or at least don't copy me. So I've completed this whole half of the tree, and then there's actually a second half of it. Well, there's also a base too. Yeah, so in here is, I don't know if you can see that, in here is the base, and then eventually one half of the tree goes like that, the other half goes like that. They kind of, let me show you here, they kind of slide one into the other here. And then eventually, yeah, you get the full tree, just like that. And yeah, I'll have it all put together eventually, but what I'm gonna do now is just kind of work on this side of things. So I'll actually put the finished side up on the alligator clips here, and I'm gonna get to work on this side. Now, I do have the instructions, which are not not great. There's pictures, there's basically, here's the best thing for me, is just kind of like a component list here on the back. And the problem is here on the instructions, the first time I put this together, I did everything as I was supposed to, but it turns out that these three 1K resistors right here at these three spots, they actually make it so that a battery or three AAA batteries alone do not actually power this properly. So when I make this, I'm actually going to omit those, and I'm going to take small pieces of wire and just connect those three leads. So this, I've done the A part, by the way, so now this is the B part, and I'm going to skip those. So I need resistors at R1, R3, and R5. So let me show you here. I mean, everything is easily labeled. So like, for example, R1 right there. Oh, look at my fingernail. Ew, too close. So there's R1. Let's see, R5 is right above it. And then R3 is on the other side over here. I don't know if I can show you that. There we go. There's R3. And so I've got to find the right resistors that I used before. These are the 10K resistors. So these are the ones I'll be putting on the board. So the iron is hot. I'm going to, so I have this fume extractor here. Well, you know what? Let's turn the fume extractor on. It's just a little bit louder than maybe I would prefer for this video, for the sake of this video. But yeah, I'm doing this the right way. No fumes, please. So, what do we say here? We got our 1, 3, and 5. And let me just double check, because these, by the way, these are basically the same. So I kind of just like to check my work on that. So let's put this guy in here. This is like helping hands right here, this little device. It's great. It allows me to free up my hands. That's why it's called helping hands. So bent that guy up. There it is. I'm sure some of you out there are saying, yeah, you're not doing everything exactly right, but so it's on there. And next, I'm just gonna bend one of those leads to keep the other one. Actually, you know what? What am I doing? I should do this on here on the, should do it here where you can see the solder. All right, where are we here? Right there, there, and there. So, let you look at that for a second. Meantime here, I'm going to take the soldering pencil. It's been heating up for quite some time, so it's definitely warm to the tune of 320 degrees Celsius. And the tip is clean, which is great. I just re-tinned it recently, so don't mind the rest of it, but the tip is raring to go. All right. Bring this out here, solder, and let me go put this. Actually, let me show you here. So I'm gonna put a bit of solder on there. Okay. And then I got wobbly hands right now. Ah! Hang on a second. You know, I'm going to set this up a little bit better. It's moving around too much, which I don't like. Yeah, there we go. We got flux all over that thing. Okay. Try this again here. Need 10. Solder down. And there we go. And then I'll move this guy up. Bend that lead there. And there we go. All right, so now take that off there. There's the resistor didn't change. It was still on there. Now I just take these little clippers here, a little flush cut, and flush cut there. These are flush cutters, so basically it's got like a flat end to it, so it just cuts it perfectly right off the back. And that's it. There's one. One down and a lot to go. So in reality, yeah, we're not going to get through this entire thing tonight, but you know, like when I eventually post the final video, you can remember back to this and say, oh, I remember when he was halfway through. This stuff for me is all just like, it's about patience, right? Like, you know, it's like painting or doing a puzzle. That's kind of what I was thinking about the other day. Why do I like this? It's like a puzzle that I have the attention span for. A lot of puzzles I'll give up on pretty quick, but not this. All right. So, where are we here? Okay, there's my guy. Going to get a little bit of solder on there. There we go. And I'll flip up this. I'd say half the challenge of all of this is live streaming, soldering it the right way, and not burning myself on a live stream. It's probably the most important thing, but you've got to make sure that priority is upheld. Don't burn myself. Oh, you know what? I think I can do. I can do questions and answers. I think I can do the live chat. So if you have anything you want to say, put it in now. And then as soon as I put on one more of these resistors, there's R1. R1 is on, R3 is on, and now R5 is on, and now I'm going to put R3 on right here. So after I do this last one, then I can take a look at the live chat. And sorry if this fume extractor is pretty loud. Like, I mean, I'll obviously turn it down when I'm doing the Q&A. Okay, so put that guy in there. I just usually come on the back here now and kind of fold one of the leads so that it'll stay nice and fit. All right, let's go over here. Find the nice spot to solder this guy on. Get that fume extractor back. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna clean this guy off here a little bit. Ooh. I spilled a little solder earlier. Okay. All right. There we go. There's one. And here is the other one. And we'll do some Q&A right after this is done. All right. That guy is in too. Okay. Come back over here. That tip clean. All right. Solder back over there. If you don't mind, I am going to go just wash my hands real quick. Because I'm working with tin lead solder, and I don't like to touch too many other things after I touch the solder. So now I'm over here at the sink, and you can probably hear that. I'm supposed to count, or no, sing happy birthday while I wash my hands. Is that long enough? There we go. Okay. Dry off. Okay. Probably saw me walking in the background there, didn't you? Okay. We are back. Okay, so let me do this. Do this here. Jacob, what's up? Caker Girl, Dalton, Riley, Craft Time. It's garage time with Brazil. Can you tell? Yeah, I like DeWalt. I like Milwaukee also. I'm very brand loyal. And I do like DeWalt, like I said, and I do like Milwaukee. I pretty much stick to those two on, oops, I should turn this down. I pretty much stick to those two on tools. But don't get me wrong, if there's a specialty tool, I mean, like for my soldering iron over here, it's a Weller. Great stuff. Happy Monday. Ruben, hello. Cool, says J. Drew. I like your avatar. I like the Kings. That's cool too. That's what I'm working on, the Christmas tree. Yeah, and you know what? I apologize. It's way too early for Christmas stuff. Like, we haven't even had Halloween yet, or Thanksgiving for that matter. So, I totally understand if you're like, yeah, it's way too early for Christmas. Going to be at the tank Saturday? No, but I do think we're going to be there on Thursday, and I think I'm actually going to be there tomorrow. We're not broadcasting the game, but I'll be around. Sounds like an all-nighter. You know, it's you work on this for like an hour at a time, and it's like working on a puzzle for a bit. No Burrito Ninja. I don't want to bring all that to your house, but if you send it to me and you tell me what you want me to do, if I need to fix something, oh, Caker Girl, come back later. That's fine with me. The Phillies have, what do you mean no-namers? They've got some big names. What is this? That's a great question, Jesus. Will I be at the tank tomorrow? Yes, in fact, I will for some of the game. How long have I been doing this as a hobby, and what other kind of unique hobbies do I have other than this and flying? Photography. I guess home repair has become a necessary hobby. Here, I'm going to turn this iron off for just a second if I'm going to be a couple more minutes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I've picked up because I want to. I mean, this one, it's helpful to be able to fix things or build things, but I would say like other home skills have been a little bit more necessary. I get blue, I guess. Yeah, blue. Soldering, look, I'm still learning it, so I can't sit here and say, oh, it's easy, because I'm not an expert. Like, I'm actually still learning it too. It is difficult though, you know, it really is. You gotta be patient, you gotta have the right tools, you gotta do enough research on technique, I would say. Most people use their garage as a parking spot, or as it appears in your case, a workshop. Me? Oh, it's your makeshift music studio. That's awesome. You know what? We would be lucky to get one car in this garage, so we just decided to put no cars in it and use it for kid and dog and tool stuff and storage sometimes. With this angle, you could probably film the next "They Did Surgery on a Grape" video. I don't know that reference, but I'll have to look it up. Who do I have the A's picking up this offseason? A ballpark, hopefully. I honestly don't know, but I'm intrigued by how they'll add, right? Have they started a base? Do they have a foundation? Do they like all their new pieces? What will they do from here? And there are more to come, too. I've not done any welding. I've seen it done actually here in the garage when the plumbers came and put in a new hot water system. Very impressive, always. Yep, we are in the garage. Thank you, Riley. Appreciate that. It was strategic. I put this on. Missing baseball, you know, and honestly, I am not feeling the World Series. Who am I supposed to root for? Not a big Phillies guy at all. Not a big Philadelphia fan. I mean, I'm not knocking them. I don't know. I got no connections there. And Houston is Houston, right? The only thing I could pull for is Dusty Baker in what might be his last hurrah, you know? So, yeah. I don't know what to think about the World Series. I just know I miss caring about baseball. Do I plan on getting one of the Sharks reverse retro jerseys? Yes. I was told they were sending me one. So, there you go. You're right, Brutus. I'm cooking through this chat, aren't I? It's not usually this fast. Can we please get Drew Remenda as head coach of the Sharks? You're tripping, Joe. I'll say this as a backwards compliment. I would not want to miss out on his broadcasting to have him coach the team. If I can only get one, I know what I want. I want a microphone in front of that man. And a camera sometimes. Handyman 101. Yeah, I'm going to have to change the name of this channel, I think. Can't wait to get pro wrestling training next month. Okay. A's stadium update. I don't have anything for you right now other than 2022 is not going to produce a binding vote, unfortunately. Binding vote season is on pause. Probably until 23, but for 22, it's on pause. Yeah, that's a good point. The garage. Let me see. In our house, is it? Well, no. The living and dining room area, 2-in-1, definitely bigger than this. This one's got a huge roof, though. It's spacious in here. That's for sure. Ioannis is coming back. Yeah, I saw he was playing in the Winter League. That's good for him. Well, you're only seeing one bit of the garage. I'm not sure. Actually, I just cleaned it, so it's not messy at all. But when it gets messy, this is not the messy part. This is the tool area. Then there's a outside gardening cove area over there. So I look, after we've lived here 7 years, I've kind of got it dialed in. It took me a couple years. It took me 2 years to figure it out, but I think I've got it figured out now. Yeah, team is not in the World Series. So I've got, well, it's just, and again, if it was the Padres, I could root for somebody. If it was the Mets, I could root for somebody. Even if it was Atlanta, I could root for somebody. I don't know that I would have been pulling for the Yankees, but probably the Yankees over the Phillies, to tell you the truth, honestly. The last team we thought would go to the World Series, yeah, is Phillies. Yeah, probably. That's way to put it. No thanks. Binding adoption season is not on. What? Oh, pause. I get it. Well done. Brendan, I would hate to say that a whole organization does. I think certain individuals do. And it's not even necessarily a bias against the A's. It's something about not wanting the stadium to happen or being so opposed to it or not understanding it fully, but thinking you do. And yeah. Yankees journalist on A's Cast said it feels like Judge is going to the Giants. I mean, look, if you're the Giants, just talk about it. And if it happens, it happens, but it costs you nothing to just talk about it and create that hype out of it. If you're the Giants, you can capitalize on just talking about signing Aaron Judge. You can float the rumors out there yourself. You can catalyze all this, even if there's no truth to it. And what's it cost you? And it only puts your name in the spotlight, and it builds you up as a contending team. They were a bad team this year. Does Aaron Judge want to go there? Are they going to build around him? Can they build quickly? Do they have other monies to throw at players? I don't know. If I'm Aaron Judge, I mean, he wants to get paid. He wants a long deal, but I can't imagine he wants to go to a place like Mike Trout is and Shohei Ohtani is, right? You want to win. Oh, you love the Tech CU video. Yeah, the rinkside bar, there's the fireball Fireball Cove or something like that. It is really cool. He is asleep right now. that's the update I can give you on Melvin. He is happily asleep right now. He had hit a good day. Next pandemic, long hair. No, just kidding. Next pandemic, I'll be shaving my head, to tell you the truth. Yeah, but not like razor short, but I've got real good clippers now, and I'll just take a number 1 or a number 2 and just do the whole thing. I should pick up a heated jacket. I don't know if I ever need that. Like, it doesn't get that cold out here, but DeWalt and Milwaukee, amazing cold. I didn't know they made that stuff. Do I ever think there will be another Bay Bridge World Series? You know, honestly, I'd like to say that would happen, but in my lifetime, I may have already. I'm 41, so if I'm halfway there, hopefully I'm less than halfway, but I don't know. You know, I don't know what the odds are. Casey checked out TechCU on opening night. That's great. Yeah, and the CUDA are good. That's the other half of it too. If I had a pet duck, what would I name it? Getzlav, or Corey, or Bobby Ryan, or Corey Perry, one or the other, or Tiemu Solani. Brutus, you're tripping, Brutus. Yes, I was saddened by Bob Melvin's exit in the NLCS. I cursed a few times at the screen. When you're down 3-1, obviously you can see what's coming, but yeah, it wasn't a shock when it happened, but in the moment it happens, you know. Maybe you've missed it. I've been soldering over here. So yeah, if you're just tuning in and wondering, like, is he just doing a live chat? Yes, I am now, but I'm going to go back to soldering some more of these in just a second. I did not see the recent Chronicle. Maybe it was out today. I missed it. Development deal in Atlanta did not work out as planned. But I mean, it's different. It's heavily reliant on public funds. That's what they're not doing here. So, all right. If you, a Las Vegan, can watch live Sharks hockey and see Brody during intermission I'm on Hulu? That's awesome. I just watched Hulu tonight. Watching Welcome to Wrexham. Great show, by the way. So I'm on Hulu. That's great. What is MLB's excuse? Yeah, well, it doesn't vex me. MLB is quite backwards in its delivery strategy. Yeah. Oh, healthy scratch. Yeah, Brownie will be back on Thursday. Yeah, with me at the tank. He's definitely a healthy scratch. Actually, I don't think he dressed. He was not even, we sent him down. We had to send him back down. All right, let me get the iron back on here. Let's get this thing cooking again. In case you missed it, here, let me just show everybody again what the ultimate project is here. So this is half of it. I've already completed half of it, and it's just a PCB board with some practice soldering techniques that I'm working on, and there you go. That's at 3.2 volts. I'll cook it up to like 4. There we go. Now we're humming. Watch, I'll turn it down to like there's 2 volts. See how it's barely bright? There's 3.2. Here's 4.2. Look at that. It's drawn 0.05 amps and 0.2 watts. And there you have it. Look at that. So I'm making the other half of this. I'll be soldering that. So let me turn this off, by the way. Yeah, this power supply is great. Does everything, well, really anything, but everything you could want and pretty much anything you could need. Okay. Ooh, that was hot. All right. That's clean. Come back here, whoops, and let's see, solder and the piece. Oh, let's see, so where was I here? So I had just soldered on the third resistor, so there it is. So now that that's done, I'll take the flush cutter, those pieces away, and just kind of looking at see, and I want to go back here on here, I'll show you this here. I want to go back on the solders that I made here, and that's, see, the one thing I've been working on a little bit better. This is the, this is the resistor side, but see, like right there, how solder goes all the way through the joint. So there's, there's that's what it looks like before I stick anything in it. But now here, like you can see that it's not only the lead. Ew, what is that on there, by the way? That's gross. It's not just the lead going through there, but also solder fills that hole. If I don't do it well enough, the lead comes out, and there's solder on the other side, so it's not going anywhere, but I'm trying to get solder to flow all the way through, yeah, there's another one, all the way through the board. So again, I mean, all this is just, it's, it's a project, right? All right, so let's see what we got here. So we did all the resistors, install the 3 triodes. Okay, so take out my bag of fun here. Let me just take everything out. And there's one. And let's see here. By the way, I'm using a different wireless mic tonight. I usually use like studio mics on this stuff. Can you guys hear me okay? Everything good? The audio quality good or bad? Is it hard to hear? Give me an audio report. Give me a ruthless audio report if you could. I mean, I know it's not going to be probably what you're normally accustomed to on my streams, but just let me know how it sounds. Nolan says, you good. Oh, Jetter says, really good. Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so what I do here with these triodes is, thanks Riley and Edward and Dalton and Jetter, thank you for the reports. So I'm gonna stick this, there's 3 of them there. Obviously it's why it's a triode. And so these go in like this, and then eventually, where are we here? This gets pushed back. So like it'll, well, I don't want to focus on there, but I'll solder it in, then I'll push it back. So actually, why don't I push it back now? That way it'll fit on the, there we go. It'll fit on the microscope table. There we go. And then now I can just show you the solder. Perfect. Kind of froggy tonight. I'm going to turn this around. Oops. Don't mind my ugly fingernails. Okay. Iron's hot, and tip is, could be a little bit cleaner, but it'll get better. And you know what? I'm actually just going to kick this fan on over here. I'm going to turn the fume extractor off because I'm just so far away. It's not doing anything. The fan will offer me a little bit better better protection here. Okay, so darn it, you know what? I don't like the way I can. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Half the trick here, I'm telling you, is just setting up like the work how you want it and getting everything into a place that you can deal with it, honestly, because move that light. Oh, that's a little bit darker than I want. But there we go. Okay. You know, it's tricky enough to get in here and work on this microscopic stuff, but I'm trying to, you know, have something sit still like right now, or here, let me tin that a little bit. There we go. And then the last guy. Plus, I'm doing all this with the pressure of still being new at it and then live streaming it. What was I thinking? You got a lot of flux on there, but I think we'll be okay. Oops. All right, there you go. And there is triode number 1. I got to put 2 more on here, so I don't know how far along we're going to get tonight, to be honest with you. So I'll show you what this flush cutter does here. Put this on. Nope, that won't fit. How can I do this here? There you go. You can see that I can just get that pretty close to in there and then lift it off. There we go. Just trying to make sure it didn't go flying. Okay. So now, where are we here? Oops. So now that has been soldered on the board. And let's see the underside. Did I get... Oh wait, sorry. No, it's this side I wanted to look at. Did I get... Yeah, look at I got solder through just how I wanted it. There, there, and there. So I'll take it. I will take it. All right. Let's do 2 more. Let's see here. So fit it in just like that. This triode goes here. There it is. So now once it's in, I'm just gonna bend it like it'll be on the board, and then fold one of the leads down flat. And again, I fold this down flat over here. Like I fold that one down flat so that it holds this guy. I can't really show you here, but it holds that guy into place. Right? Straighten it out a little bit. Sorry that I'm off camera there for a second. Okay. All right. Let's get back at it here. Excuse me. Usually I don't take as much time in between solders, and I keep the tip in a little better shape. Oh, you probably want to see this, don't you? Oh, probably want it to be in focus, don't you? There. Darn it. Let's do that. See, though, it's all in the setup. If I set this up crummy, I'm going to have only bad results. And I don't want that, so let's heat that up. Heat it, and then push it in there. There's one. I'm gonna, 1 second, move around the back side here. like my entry into that, so let me just do it like this. There's 2. And then I'll fold this guy up. And that wind is probably blowing right on the mic, isn't it? Three. All right. So we are good to go. That guy is complete. Sorry, this cord keeps getting in the way. All right, one more. Let's see, I'll do one more and then maybe I'll put on like an LED or 2. That way you can kind of see at least that part of the process. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. That seems fair enough. Uh-oh, this guy's bent already. So, let's put that in there, all right. Fold it down like it's gonna be, perfect. Now I'll take one of those and bend it there. Like even that trick of bending these was something that I only picked up like halfway through the first time I did this. It's kind of like a, at the end, such a high pressure situation when you you put hours of work into something, you're like, is this, when I turn this on, is this gonna work? Ah, hang on a second. I'm glad I touched it and it moved because I don't really want it moving otherwise. 1 second. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's secure you, buddy. All right. Uh-oh. Just realized something. My iron, every, I think 12 minutes, it'll hit standby, and something just set it off right there that it was, I saw the temperatures down at like 140, and the solder was not melting. So clear indication that it needs to warm back up. So do that. Let's see, is it back 300? It'll be at 320 before I know it. So let's do this. Here, I'll show you. So I take this and just kind of rub it in that steel. And then going to, here, I'll show you this. Oh, I actually can't show you that, but all right. Tin it up. Go here. Now it takes irons work a lot better when they're hot. Okay, there's 2. And then the last one, bend this guy up and make it 3. See, I don't think solder went through the bottom on that one, but now it likely did. Okay. I'm gonna come here and snip. Snip. And last one here. Snip. Okay. So now we've got this thing just really wants to be in the way. All right, we've got the 3 triodes on the board. And now, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 18 LEDs, plus I think one of them has a topper. So I'm not going to do 18 of them, but how about this? I'll do 3 LEDs and then and then be done with it for the evening. What time is it? 10:15 almost. All right. How long have I been on for? 45 minutes, really? Anybody even watching this, by the way? You know, it just goes to show you, it's probably terrible for my metrics of my channel. I don't really care. I don't even care. Doesn't matter. This is what we're doing here. So let me show you this. Same thing, I put the LED in here. I'm gonna bend it, pre-bend it, and then show you. So that is kind of how it is on here. These LEDs all stick off. You kind of saw how the other one was, but I'll do like these first 3. Positive lead closer to this positive side where it will connect. So now that you have seen that, my directions are blowing in the wind. Great. Can't get this thing exactly where I want. Okay. Actually, here, can I? No, I can't do that. I guess I have to do it like this. Okay, well, stand by. Well, I don't really like that, but I'll do this. I will do this. Okay. Clean that off. Let's see, how's the... Problem is, I normally solder at a quicker pace, so I don't have like solder or flux sitting on the tip of this for as long as it has been here. I might end up cleaning this guy off a little bit better tonight after I'm all done here. Okay. Continue. Boom. And then bring you up. Come on. Come on, jump on camera, don't be shy. Let's melt you. Boom. Okay. Yeah, all right. We'll take that. So that guy is on there. And snip, snip on the back. I mean, kind of gives you a new respect of like all the electronics we use on a daily basis and all, I mean, this is just this is like a soldering practice kit. Imagine, well, you've seen how intricate, you know, like computer boards are and things like that, and just how, well, first off, how long it would take me to do all that. But in reality, how fast, you know, somebody who does this as a profession, how fast they do it and how well they do it. And they don't miss a beat. All right. There's one. Maybe next live stream I'll bust out the sewing machine. And then we'll iron a shirt together. Actually, that'll be Drew's live stream. Do you think he would do that? A Drew Remenda how to iron a shirt masterclass. That would be fantastic. Okay. So that guy's on there. We got 2 of them on there. And what it is like they stick up like this, and I fold them out that way. That's what the instructions say to do. Fold them at a nice 90-degree angle. And it turns out looking really nice, honestly, once it's all done. Okay, so this is the last solder of the live stream. Here we go, everybody. You've got this far, Brazil. You've done like 6 solders. Don't mess up now. But that's fine. Like, honestly, this is not a rush for me. It's almost peaceful, to be honest with you. Okay, let me get this down how I want it. There's one. Don't burn yourself, Brazil. Come on. Bring that guy up. And there's 2. And I think I'll call that a night. Let me look at this. Yeah, this tip is just... Oh, let me show you the tip under the... Actually, I'll just look at it here under the microscope for a second. Where are we here? There we go. So that thing is piping hot right now at... Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh. So, I'm gonna do a little work on that tip. Because that is not how it's supposed to look. Anyway, but that'll be for the that'll be for the post stream. I think I'm gonna close it out here. Wow, there's a lot of good stuff here on the chat. Oh, Vince, do you know anything about soldering? Oh, soldier job. Maybe that's what you said. I beg of you not to get into Lego. My son already is. We've already put together the Lego train. So, wish I could tell you I'm not, but I'm already fully immersed. I love Legos. I used to love them as a kid, and I enjoy them again once all over. All right. I'm going to sign off. I really appreciate all of you for being here on the inaugural garage live stream. Never thought this was going to happen, but here we are. So thank you so much. Have a good night. Probably be streaming again tomorrow. I'm not sure about after the Sharks game or not, but at some point tomorrow night I will. And then definitely on Thursday after Sharks and Leafs. All right? Be well, everybody. Talk to you soon.